Hello, my pirates from all around the globe. I hope you are all doing great. And this video is more of a hands-on video where I'll update you guys on some of the most frequently asked questions on OP Bounty and the ranked sim, as well as TCG matchmaking Discord, and what we offer to you guys, what you can get for free, what you can get if you support us, and all that stuff. Okay, thank you so much for being here, and let's go to the video. There will be some parts, some sections in the video, so if you are in a certain you want to know something really specific, really go to that specific section, but also feel free to watch the entire video, to make sure that you also know everything that there is to it. Okay, so let's do it. And also, one last thing, I really recommend seeing this video at least once, so you really get into everything that we actually do. Most of the people actually don't know about some stuff, about some tourneys, about the prizes we give out and stuff like that, so make sure you watch it. All right, so first thing first, what is OP Bounty? OP Bounty is an overlay app that brings the ranked matchmaking for the already great OP TCG sim, the OP's TCG simulator. So to open up the OP Bounty, you simply go to the sim, go to a private here, and you hit play ranked. Done. That's it. It will boot up the application, and the application should go over the regular TCG sim, so you can enter the queue and stuff like that. It might take some minute or two to boot it up if the server is overloaded, but take a little bit of patience, and there you go. Okay, so you just put your username and password here to create a new password, and then it will, let me show you here. I'll just create a new one. Okay, successfully created. Then I can just log in. It will ask me a nickname, so this is a test, and it will ask if you want to be a pirate or marine. This is just like some kind of faction funny theme, so right now it doesn't actually matter too much, but maybe we'll do more stuff on it. But it actually matters for your profile pic if you're into that. For the first ones, you get the Kobe on Marine and Luffy for the pirate one. Okay, so I'll just pick like pirate here, and this is my bounty. Okay, to play a game, I simply choose the queue I want in. You have the Western queue, which follows the Western format, and the East one, which follows the Asia meta. And actually, right now we are using the West to play OP9, but since Batsu is so busy with his newborn, we don't have the OP9 on Western set here. So we made so that OP Bounty recognized the Eastern lobby for the West matchmaking. So I'll just enter queue here to show you guys. And you don't need to report results, you don't need to send code, it's all done automatically through the app. Right? It might take some seconds to find you an enemy. If you create a room, if you are to create a room, it asks you to create, and then it automatically sends a code to your opponent, and if your opponent is creating, it sends you the code. And the code already goes to your clipboard, so you don't need to copy or manually enter or something like that. You just need to paste it here. Let me see if I actually find some game. Okay, there you go. My opponent is creating the lobby because it's telling me to wait for a private lobby. And then let's just wait a little for him to create it. There you go. I didn't hit copy code or anything, it's already here, so I just Ctrl V and it's there. Alright, I'll leave this match because I don't want to play right now, but once you finish the game, the app should recognize the match ending and queue you and leave you to queue another game if you would like. Now, If it takes a little bit, have patience. Sometimes when our servers are overloaded, you need to be a little bit patient because things can get rough to the server side, and then it might take a minute or two to compute the result. But usually it's pretty quick, it's pretty straightforward, the same minute, same second as you win. Okay, let's jump to another question. By the way, I forgot to mention everything that you see here in this video will probably be on in our Discord OPBounty FAQ section. All right. So how to play on Discord, we already covered that. How to play on mobile. There's a link here. I can put the link in my in this video description as well. But basically, you can go here OPBounty and download. Also, you can download for Windows as well if you like a separate download instead of this from the scene. And you choose here the APK for Android. Now you need to allow unknown sources for installation on your Android. So Google that if you don't know how to. It should be super easy. It's just like an option in your device settings. All right, the app doesn't launch. This is mostly for Mac. If you're a Mac or Linux and you need to give the app permissions, you need to actually paste this command here, which basically gives admin permissions to the OPBounty app. So there's a little tutorial here. So I can also paste this command in the comment of the video. But yeah, just know that if you're a Mac or maybe Linux as well, you need to do that. You need to chmod into the app. Okay. All right. Let's move forward to the FAQ. Okay. This one's a little bit outdated, but yeah, you should play on OPBounty for sure. The regular ranked queue season on TCGMM Discord no longer exists. We are only doing ranked matchmaking through the app. Now, if you are into tourneys, however, there are tournaments in our Discord, and actually not many people knows about this, but all tourneys are so given for most of the people. You have 2 weekly prize really good prize on these tournaments. One is a tournament for a box, so every week we give out a box to the winner of this tournament. You have to win a qualifier. Right here it's 24/7. You can see 3 people are inside this tournament. You just need to hit the queue you want, press enter in the section that's the queue for the desired tournament, in this case the box tournament, and join tournament. If I click join tournament, you can see this number going up, and whenever it reaches the max number of players, it will create a tournament. It will queue you up against your first match right here, and you just go from here. If you want to know more details about how the tournaments works, there's this great post by Luffy here where he explains everything that there is to it. But basically, there's the box tournament and the weekly box and the weekly alternated art card tournament. So every week you can participate on this and get yourself a nice prize. All right. Also, at the end of each season, we do a really nice tournament with most of the time like close to $1,000 prize and stuff like that. And the details on what on how to qualify to these tournaments are here. Let me find it. It's season 5 here. Boom. Okay, so you just follow here. If you end up within the, like I think it's most of the time here top 50 Western kill every month on OPBounty qualifies to this tournament. There is also Discord tournament rating. Every time you play on Discord tournament, there is a rating attached to your matches. So if you do a lot of tournament, you also get some spot there. You can check the leaderboards here, rank tournaments, leaderboards. You can see all these guys here. I don't have permission for some reason. Okay, I'll talk to Luffy about this. We should have permission. Anywho, you can also check your stats here. So pretty nice, like the old Discord kill, but for tournaments only. And there is also this section for tourney live help. So if you're playing a tournament, you need help, post it here. Most of the time, my guy, Pirate King Luffy, will reply to you as soon as possible. And yeah, there's it. Let's see. Oh, also those two tournaments, the weekly tournaments, you need to qualify for them. But now, if you are a Young Pro member of our Patreon, you get free entry to these tournaments as well. Remember that these two tournaments occurs weekly on weekends, and they are awesome. Okay, let's jump to another question here. Okay, when is X feature coming to OP Bounty? There's a roadmap here. This one might be a little bit outdated, but this is a good most of these are done, the cosmetics are done. I will update this, but basically right now we are working on making sure that our data are really good for you guys. So right now, if you press stats, you will be able to see the meta. You'll be able to look at the cards that are making some leader really good. You can look the matchups, the deck lists, and all of this stuff. Now you can see here it asked me to log in with Discord because I just created this little guy here. But I will actually show you guys how to sync your OP Bounty account to Discord right now. I'll close this one. I will reopen OP Bounty. And now you need to have an OP Bounty account before you do this. So if you haven't created one, you need to first create one account. Okay, so I'll once you created, all you need to do, let me put my password here. You need to hit login with Discord. It will put up the authorization page, and you press authorize. It's simple as that. The first time you do this, however, it won't log in you automatically. It will just say, okay, we recognize that you want to sync your Discord. Now please log into an OP Bounty account. So you just need to log into your previously existed OP Bounty account to sync them. Okay, I'll just press authorize, and since my account is linked in already, it will just log me in. And since I have the Patreon role, I will be able to see every feature that there is to it. Okay, it's taking a while. Okay, there you go. What do I win on Patreon memberships? Okay, so this is a good one because it might be confusing to a lot of you guys. First thing first, for free to everyone, you already have this profile pics, these basic frames. All these pics are free to everyone. You need to reach some kind of rank to get them. The below ones are from Marines, and this one on top are for Pirates ones. And you get the basic frame if you are a crew member. Sorry, I think I said it was free, but this one is for crew member tier, and all of those, the other ones are for captains. So if you're a captain, you get all those nice borders here, and of course you can also get this effects here. So okay, I confused myself for a second. Okay, let me get the blue one. I like the blue one, and I'll put a wide effect to it, like it. And then you also gain a badge for real members. The poster one is basic, and the finisher. This one is a finisher animation that shows up when you win a match. So this one is available for young captains. Okay, so for captains. And also for the most base tier, the crewmate tier, you get access to all this data, pretty much. This one, the leaders spread, the deck list to every leader, and you can also filter for ranking. You can also filter for stats. So if I want to see matches played with skilled players only, I hit the 1 billion bounty tab here, and then I get this nice filter. The meta page also shows the cards with a little bit more information. Now, however, this filter here for going first and going second, both here on the card and in this matchup spread, is only available for young tiers. Okay, so make sure you have that if you want that extra information of going first or going second, both for the matchup and for the cards itself. You can filter by going first, going second, and whichever you like. Okay, I believe that's all for the benefits. There's the Yonko tournament as well. And oops, I'm not supposed to show myself here, I'm sorry. And that's about it. If I forgot something, I'm sorry. Let me go back to the FAQ. Alright. I can download the sim. There's some links here. So you just click here to download the sim if you need to update or something like that. The sim now features auto update, but sometimes the auto updates has some issues and stuff like that, so you need to re-download it. What sets are permitted is a good one. Usually the OPBounty.app follows the sets that are allowed in the sim. So if the West is only permitted up to OPO8, then we need to play OPO8 because that's what the sim suggests, right? Allows. But for some opportunities, we run special occasions, like if Batsu is really busy, we can do stuff like that, playing West in the Eastern Key and vice versa. Okay. This is a nice one. Oh my god, there are people with more than 1 billion bounty, and now I'm just started with 30 million. How can I actually catch up? Actually, the ranked system is not linear in a sense that you gain more bounty up to a certain point the more you climb the ladder. So it should feel a little bit hard at the beginning, but up to 20-30 games you should already be 500,000 or something like that. If you have 55-60% win rate, and then from there it gets harder and harder to gain some rank, especially after 3 million. You can see here it's been like 12 days since the rank reset, and we have 10 people over 3 million. This is really the high end of the ladder. All right, I'm unable to connect to the server. What can I do? First thing first, check the announcements tab. If the server is under an issue or maintenance update or something like that, we always post there. All right. If even that, then you have some kind of problem, there is this path here where you can replace the actual game patch file. Say your game file got corrupted or something like that, you click here to reach this one here to direct download the back file. It's like 20 megabytes, really quick. And then you paste this file into these two locations, depending on your operating system. There's for Mac, for Windows, or Linux. And mobile, you should uninstall the app and re-download it again. Now, when you uninstall the app on Android phones, make sure to hit that delete all user data. Okay, it will make you lose your password if it's like in the always remember input field. But if taking the opportunity, if you lost your password, please reach out to me in a support ticket or DM me on Discord, and I'll be able to retrieve for you. I'll need, however, your username on OPBounty and any proof you might have of ownership of the account. So if you have like a screenshot of your account, like older screenshot, or if you like want to send me something really close to the password that you remember, like something close but not exactly it's not working, then I can help you out. Okay, I already answered this one. My opponent is AFK. Okay, this one is, we implemented the timers on the simulator, so we just now wait the opponent to run out of time. Usually we had to like be stuck with him for when we didn't have the timer, but now we have that. And you can also report the guy here. Speaking of which, you can also report players, if you don't know, in the sim. So there's a button here when you're mute playing to report the opposing player, if for a BM or stuff like that. Also, taking the opportunity to say that there is a cancel match button here. It puts I'm solo, but if you're a multiplayer, when you click here, it puts up a window to ask for the opponent to cancel the match if you'd like. This is used to so that OPBounty recognize the matches will be canceled and not computed in case you face a bug or stuff like that. Talking about bugs, if you face a sim bug, you need to report it to Batsu. Now, Batsu is nowhere associated with TCGMM. We are in a good relationship because Batsu is just a wonderful guy and provides all this kind of stuff for us, but he's not the TCGMM. So if you find bug into the sim, you need to report it here. Click here, it will copy the match log to this drive here, and you can also report in his Discord server, but I'm pretty sure this is the right way. You should click here, not randomly say like I have X kind of bug, because most of the time most people already reported the bug. So yeah, I didn't get the win even though my opponent's connected after. Okay, this is an issue that happens on some network stability issues. So if you face this, do not worry. Whenever we have time, we'll fix it for you. All you need to do is create a support ticket here. Let me actually, I can see it here, support ticket. And then you hit here for OPBounty or here for Discord tournaments, and you will create a ticket. We'll always listen to your ticket, but we always have our own work, regular work and stuff like that. So it might take a day or two to get your answer for the ticket, but don't you worry. You can play the games normally, and when we get time, we'll fix the match for you, and your bounty will go up as usual. Speaking of bug, if you face a OPBounty related bug, not the sim, you can go here to this section here, but report. There's a read here first kind of thing. So read this carefully, please. It's very important to attach a screenshot to actually tell you how to reproduce, tell me how to reproduce the bug, so I can reproduce on my side. If I can't reproduce, it's really hard to fix. But this is a forum section, and I try to update it as much as possible. Okay, let's see. This is a good one. Okay, on some users, the OPBounty doesn't recognize the sim is open. Now, if I close the sim, it should be red, this square right here, telling me that the sim is not open. If I try to match, it will say, please open OPTCG sim. This is the regular behavior. When I put it up, it should go green, and I'm able to match again. Now, if you doesn't recognize that the sim is open, even though it is open, you can try this. First thing, restart the sim. Second, move it to root folder of your C disk. Make sure there's no special characters in the sim folder. So if you like place some kind of special characters on the folder name or stuff like that, it might give you issues. And also, by all means, do not, and I repeat, do not run multiple sims. This will cause a number of issues, and most of the time people don't know why, and it's because you are opening multiple sims. You shouldn't. You can also use this next question to track if the sim and bounty integration is working fine. There's this button here that shows up some configuration buttons, and if you have problems with your deck not being captured on your leaders here, oh funny that this sticks. If your deck's not showing up here, first thing, make sure that it's showing up here on your match history. Okay, if it's not, then it's a problem of integration with the sim, and I'll tell you all about that in a second. But just before that, I forgot to mention one of the other Patreon features. You can actually see your opponent list and copy here to your clipboard if you want, if you are a crewmate member. That's another benefit I forgot to mention. Okay, so if your deck is not showing up here, what can you do? All right, first thing, click here, show deck debug. It will show this wordy window here for debug. It should show your deck and the path to the sim. If it's not, there's a problem with the sim integration, and then you should try this stuff right here, right? Even though it might be recognized or not the sim open, it might not be locating your decks properly. So it should show up your sim folder here, the selected deck here, and the deck list here. Also, to make sure this is correctly updating, if you're in the sim and you change your deck, it should change in real time, right? So it should update. If it's not, then you got a problem. All right, and if you got a problem, maybe if the sim integration is fine, the other option would be your deck might have some kind of issue. I don't know, if you manually inserted the deck or something like that, it might have some issue with special characters or deck formatting or stuff like that. So make sure that the deck's properly formatted here. If your deck is shown on your match history, it should automatically be converted into your My Leader section and capturing all that there. All right. Next question. Match history is not updating. What can I do? Okay, there's a little nice section here you can delete. So just delete this file, and I'll show you right now how to. I'll just paste it here, with like this. I'll put this here because just so I don't have to manually go to that folder. Oh, I actually paste it with the file name. I'll just take out the file name and I go back to this and put those two dots here. Okay, I'm here, and the mine has a lot of stuff. Yours shouldn't have that many stuff, but download this file. Delete this file. By all means, if you have other kind of problems, this is the user data folder, so you can download everything here if you want. But be aware that you will lose the password, the remembered password in the username input. Okay, there is an issue with Discord login. Sometimes some people have reported that they can't log in with Discord even after they hit authorize, and you should try, and that issue is because your browser, most of the time Google Chrome, is trying to reach a HTTPS website, local website URL on your after you authorize with Discord. So first thing first, try to take this as out, copy all the other URL, all the URL, and open that into a private tab in Discord in your browser. After that, it should work. If it doesn't, there's another workaround around here, is to delete on Chrome your cache and security settings. So there's this config page here for Chrome, and you can just put localhost here, and it will delete all your policies and security stuff that will make Chrome forget that he once thought that for some reason localhost is a security page, HTTPS page, which shouldn't be. Localhost is just your PC, if you don't know. So no reason for the S there. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for liking the app, for liking TCGMM. Before we go, sorry, I forgot about this, but weekly, another thing I want to make very clear to everyone is we do posts on the stats for the meta. So if you want to take a little bit of look, just a peek on the meta, but you can't afford the Patreon stuff like that. Weekly we post they're related to both the matchup, the winning leaders, and the cards on a leader. And where do we post there? That there's this section here, weekly power ranks. We always post here. So you can see this one is on Thursday on 1 p.m. USA time. We post this one on Thursdays, which shows the leaders, the most performant leaders of the meta. They are ranked by a rating. We use a rating. Shout out to Sakura Kingdom. Sakura Kingdom does this rating measurement for us, which basically takes into account both win rate and matches played. So if it's not a popular leader, but it has a little higher win rate than normal, it will be a little bit ranked a little bit lower. That is because we need to have a clear vision of if the leader is present in the meta, is winning in the ranked ladder. Now, by all means, this is not like a quick way to win tournaments. It's not a quick capture of the top leaders in the tournaments, because one, ranked play in tournaments are very different, and two, the data might be misleading on several factors. This is yet another tool to analyze the meta. It's not a source of truth, but it gives us a way of knowing the leaders in a specific matchup, knowing the leaders win rate overall, and if you take into consideration all external factors such as beginning of the season, like how hard it is to play the each leader and stuff like that, you will use this to actually make good decisions on your game, on what deck you want to play and stuff like that. But don't take this as a direct source of truth and go like I have seen many people say that. Okay, so Dofi is number one here, so he's the number one guy, and I'll play him for sure. That's not how it works. It's just a tool, man. So get used to it, get to know these stats, and get to actually understand that. There are many really useful content creators that does really good content on this data. One that I know off the top of my head is Eggman, the other one Sakura Kingdom, and also I think TCG Luffy as well. So make sure to follow your best content creator, favorite content creator on this to also learn a lot. And actually on Tuesday, we post this, which brings the going first or second stats for a specific leader. Every week we change the leader, on these two one that the people request. This week's was Shanks. So you can see here Shanks versus Blackbird. He's kinda okay going first, but he's favored going second. So Shanks will win most of the time versus Blackbird going second. Now, same thing with the last statistics. It might change over the course of the meta. People start building towards stacking. People start learning on playing on curve versus some certain matchups and stuff like that. So there's all kinds of factors that factor in here. But it's yet another useful tool. And also you can take a peep on the cards win rate and mulligan. Speaking of which, the mulligan percentage here is the percentage of the time, the frequency of in which a player had this card in his initial hand and they chose to mulligan. So if this number is low, it means that people want to start with that card. Okay? If it's high, usually over 50%, it says that the people usually don't want that card in the initial hand. And this one says the win rate when you have your card in your starting hand. Be it because you mulligan it or you didn't mulligan. You had and you won the game, then you come here and you can say that this guy here has a 50% of win rate when it starts. Where if for some reason I think this is low amount of games, but this stat here says that Dragon is really good when you start with it in hand. Might be. I'm not a Shanks player. Please comment here if you think this is correct or if it is biased by start of the ranked season and stuff like that. The new meta as well. Alright. I believe that's really it now. Thank you guys so much. I know it was a long video, so if you watched it from start to finish, again, thank you so much. I love you to heart, and see you guys. Bye bye.